comes into your head, please?
Flour.
Flour.
Yeah.
Flour. As in the plant or the
baking substance.
the baking substance, right? Flour specifically, the baking substance. Let's see what happens.
When I was at school, I used to make a really good fatless sponge in home economics. I was really mean when I cooked in home economics. They don't do home economics at schools anymore, do they? It's where you bake. There's only one clanger that I really dropped. I was so impressed with my fatless sponge that you used to make Swiss rolls. Basically, it's kind of you have a tray and you make a sponge with no fat in it, and then you put jam on top, and then you kind of roll it and you make a Swiss roll, and that's what they taught you how to do. And I used to go home and make them for my mum, and I've got some photos of me when I'm a kid going, look what I've made, it's excellent, I'm going to eat it all up. And I made a cake in the shape of a starship once, which was just a normal shaped cake, but then I cut it in the middle and kind of put the two bits out, so it made it look like the quarters made these big wings on the side of it, like a kind of Millennium Falcon with a quarter cut out of it. And that was really awesome as well. The only time I ever dropped a clanger cooking was at school, and that was when we made bread buns, and I didn't understand the principles of yeast. At least I think it was yeast. There's basically a bit where you make bread, right, and then you just leave them, right, before you put them in the oven.
To rise.
Yeah, but like, what do you mean leave them to rise? They're just sitting there, they're not doing anything, right? And it's I couldn't get my head round the idea that you'd mix something and then you just walk away and leave it and then come back. I thought, I couldn't understand there was a scientific process happening there. And the way that we'd been taught to do it was you had a carrier bag and you put the bag, and you put the tray, the metal tray, with the bread buns on it in the bag, so that like a little greenhousey type thing, you know, and that would be the effect. I thought, this is stupid. I thought there's clearly something wrong, and I didn't process it properly. What are you fucking whispering about? Are you commenting on my cooking? Good, nice. Sorry.
I dared.
Good, because my cooking's awesome. So, cut a long story short, right? Bread buns, metal rack, in a Tesco's carrier bag. Just leave it. No, surely you do something like cook it, so, you know, carrier bag and all in the oven. Miss, mine's well on its way. Where's the carrier bag in the oven? What the fuck? Kind of, you know, ooh, what's that? That's the smell of plastic getting into your lungs. And that wasn't, so I can cook really good. Flour, when was the last time I came into contact with flour? Has anyone ever been antiqued before?
Yes!
I got antiqued once at a friend's house. I'm going to explain what antiqued is. It's basically where you go to a friend's house who you trust, who you fucking trust, and you're in bed and you're kind of stopping over at theirs because you've both been really pissed watching Dawn of the Dead till 3 o'clock in the morning because he's lost his job and you're trying to console him. And then his way of repaying your fucking gratitude for listening to him all night is to try and make himself happy and laugh by doing one of his famous practical jokes, which is where you fucking wake up and go, oh, I'm choking to death! And what he's done is, he's just poured flour all over your face while you're asleep. That's antiquing, because obviously you get up and you look like you're a ghost, right? Which is made all the worse by the fact that suddenly you have to explain to your best mate that's kind of like, you know, I've got eczema, so my skin dries out. So when you put flour on my face, what you're effectively doing is sucking every last ounce of moisture out of my fucking face, and I haven't even got enough to be going on with. So, you know, and yeah. Cook with flour. Cook with flour, don't antique with it.
What?
You know, at Christmas, you were drunk and you said, if ever I needed anything, I could ask you and you do it.
I don't actually remember that, but I was quite drunk. But carry on. What are you...
Well, I just lost my job. And my wife. And access to the children. And don't close the door! She did that! Don't close the door!
What?
I'm so alone!
What did you say?
Can I stay on your sofa for just a couple of days, I promise?
Are you house trained?
Yes!
Can you cook?
I can use takeaway menu.
Do you have any money for the takeaway menu?
No! But I've got a shiny beer bottle cap that I found. If the takeaway delivery guy is short of sight, he might... Don't look for that box as well!
Go find a park bench!
Wow.
Do you want a blanket?
I can't hear you through the closed door.
I opened the door while you were
Oh, that's some mighty fine cake cutting you got going on there. Could I potentially have a slice of that cake?
Well, which bit? I'm cutting it all
I don't
out.
care. It's not a contest between the slices. It'll all taste the same. Really?
I'll show you.
They all taste different.
Wait, it depends which part of the cake. Okay, take a little bit out of each of those three. Yeah? Remember that taste. Try the middle one.
Zesty, that one.
Yeah, try that middle one.
Spicy. Spicy cake.
The end one.
Taste sensation. Taste sensation.
Sensational. How do you do it?
Well.
Is it a knife?
We'll never know!
What? I just wanted to
Have you learned anything yet about your hanging experience?
Yes! I didn't steal him! I didn't steal him, it wasn't me! You've got to let me...
Have my moisture.
No! No more moisture! Please! No! I'm so damp! Oh no!
And I'm opening the door so not only will you be damp, but you'll be rather chilly.
Look!
It's a good job you're naked.
Please, you've got to let me down. You've got to stop talking to me like this. Look.
Why?
Because I didn't steal the cakes, alright? It wasn't me.
A likely story.
It's true. It's true.
Officer, how's the Anthony Thompson case going on? Have you confessed yet?
No, he's still denying his crime, but I've cracked his case. Look at my thumb. Notice the crumbs. That's some good hard Battenberg right there.
I just want to get back to Saturday Kitchen.
No one wants to go to Saturday Kitchen.
I do.
It's where good TV chefs go to die.
It's all I've got left. You've got to let me down. I'm so cold and fat.
Granted, fellow officer, this could be any cake. There's only one place Anthony would hide cake to make sure none of us would know where it is.
Right, so here we have a Victorian cupboard. A standard Victorian cupboard, I'll admit, but when you open it up and look inside, individually painted cupboard utensils. The drawers each have a unique painting. Every single drawer a unique painting, representing each one of the signs of the zodiac. would you like to buy it?
I just wanted a bed. Just a box standard bed. It's very nice, but I just want a bed.
But I can retire if I sell the cupboard.
How much is the cupboard?
£7,070.
Why just not 7,000?
It's an antique. The £70 is for how many hundreds of years? It's been old. So, it's been old for 100 years. And that's why it's not £7,000 either. Understand?
Can we go through it again? I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah. So the £70.
I'm a bit stupid if you need to.
It's fine. It's quite confusing actually. £70 equates to how many hundreds of years old the cupboard is, which is why it's an antique and why a man also resides in it.
I lost my wife. I was going to sleep.
That's a free gift.
Very, very good, Sandra.
Thank you.
Oh,
Getting the seedlings.
yes, you're doing very, very well. Oh, nice. I particularly like the way that all fits around there. That's very good. Yes. See, I've only been on supply here. This is my first day.
Oh,
Yes.
but you know about plants, don't you?
Oh yes, just about. Yes, I know that they're green and I know that they need the sunlight and everything. Yes.
Yeah, that's two things about plants.
Yes, that's it, yes. I was actually sent to sort of check that you were doing everything right.
Hang on. You've been here 2 days and you've been sent to check if I'm doing everything right.
Yes, I mean, I just need to sort of make sure.
Try that seedling.
Well, this
Just have a
one.
look at it.
Well, it looks very nice. Yes.
Now look at the middle one.
It's very good, very deep green, yes, full of chlorophyll. In fact, filled with chlorophyll. I'll just recap it.
Have a look at the third one.
Sight sensation.
Sensational. It's like it's surrounded by rainbows.
Isn't it just? Take my plants!
Oh, look, they're all red now.
Fluffy. She's probably not dead. I don't think she's dead. I can still hear her. She can't be dead.
Why isn't she coming? I've got the leather glove on and a little bit of mouse.
Bit of mouse meat.
Where's the dolphin?
to blame, but
You always do.
I know.
Carry on.
Yeah, thank you. I think when you named the falcon Fluffy, you might have offended its animal instinct. If you can offend animal instinct. I think you kind of messed with its head so it didn't want to be a predator anymore. It ended up trying to live with the parrots. And then I shot it.
What?
You offended its animal instinct.
You shot it? What if it actually wanted to be a fluffy animal rather than a predator? It could have feelings. It could be an out there hippie falcon.
Well, then it'd die anyway. I was doing it a favour. Because falcons are carnivores.
Come on, I just make love. Shit! No! Just make love! How fucking dare you say that you nearly killed Fluffy and she clearly went across!
Oh, you've not killed that lad's kestrel.
Alright, Dave.
Yeah, alright.
You know what I hate about the smoking ban?
Oh, God, not again.
All these
Again,
clubs,
Colin.
all these nightclubs smell of vomit in the east. It's all the smell of now.
I know, Colin, you've told me that
Not the
before.
sweet, masking aroma of tobacco and cancer.
Yeah, I know you've mentioned that a couple of times before, Colin. In fact, you mention it every time we come out. Why don't you just not stay in the smoking area?
Because I'm the only one hanging on. Hanging on to the dream.
Random slaggle!
I think Liverpool won today, didn't they? They must have done. Yeah.
I'm going to go and talk to her. I'm going to say anything inappropriate.
You're going to give her a sing?
Oh, dear me! I've been dancing all night to Beyonce. I am Beyonce. If you like her, you should have put a ring on it. If you
smoke, love. Just smoke. Do you want a bag?
I'm not smoking that.
I think I recognise her.
Callum!
Oh my God. Hey, Julie. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been ages.
It's been 10 years.
Whoa,
Yeah, was it really that long?
First.
Just a
Come on, love. Do you like a man who can smoke?
She's not well.
What do you mean she's not well?
I mean,
He means I'm not well. Oh, God.
remember that girl who I said I couldn't commit to?
No way!
Because there was
That's
something.
not hard, look. Do you want to come up to mine? You know, life's too short.
The reason I couldn't commit to her, do you remember? And do you remember I couldn't quite get to that reason? I was about to tell you why I couldn't commit to her, and you started going on about smoking.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I thought,
You didn't like my Sinead O'Connor impression.
I like her. She's got the look that I like. The bold.
I wear earrings to hide it.
How are you doing?
I like bald women with a single tear down the face.
It's nice to see you out.
It's alright. I've only got one kidney left, but I'm alright. And one leg.
You're doing well though. I mean, it's as I said, it's nice to see you celebrate. Is this the right place you should be? Maybe you should just be inside the pub rather than in the smoking area.
Well, why shouldn't I drink my problems away like everyone else? Why shouldn't I dance? Why shouldn't I pop?
Alcohol doesn't really get rid of it.
There is nothing wrong with being passive. It's cheaper.
I like this man. Where'd you find him?
We've been mates for years, but I just didn't tell him about you.
Aye, because he knew what would happen. Chemistry would happen.
So
Come here.
on. Wow, I feel wrong.
Yay! So, right. Yes, give us a cheer if you haven't seen Let's See What Happens before again. The answer tends to be weird shit. So, we're gonna get Mr. John Cooper back up on stage again. And we get another word, please. Another word from Mr. John Cooper.
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Phoenix. Let's see what happens.
Hey! Phoenix, Fiery Phoenix, G-Force 80s television kids shows, Battle of the Planets.
Yay!
The Fiery Phoenix, Battle of the Planets. If you don't like your 80s cartoons, I've got an encyclopedic knowledge. I love me old telly, I love old cartoons. Battle of the Planets basically was like Thunderbirds, but a Japanese version where there was a child with a very odd-shaped face. And basically their spaceship got to a point where if they were under attack, they could turn the spaceship into the Fiery Phoenix. I don't know how they survived, because effectively it was a plane on fire. But the idea was to make it look really dramatic in the kind of, you know, look at us, we're on fire, how hard are we? Which it wasn't really. It was actually, I'm such a geek, I kind of helped relate things back to being a geek. Battle of the Planets, does anyone actually remember Battle of the Planets?
Yeah.
A couple of people, it doesn't matter if you don't. It was actually edited. It was a Japanese cartoon called Science Team Gatchaman. The Americans got hold of and just chopped up the action sequences because they didn't want the talking bits because the lip sync was too fast. And then just got this little R2D2 robot that they've done to the seat and narrate the bits in between.
That was you.
But Phoenix, there was no Saturday evening thing. 5 children in it. No, the thing that sat on the mantelpiece.
No, 5 children in it.
5 children in it. Yeah, 5 children in it. I think there was the point where there was a time in the early 80s, mid 90s, where Sunday evening you'd watch a nice children's drama and all the how Ian was you all right? You're not late. That'll be me cousin.
Long time no see.
And all the kids spoke in RP. I don't know if you know what RP is. It's called received pronunciation. And then nothing was from the north. I'm from Sunderland, and when I used to watch television as a kid, nothing was from Sunderland. Everything happened somewhere else to someone else until maybe Biker Grove came along. And even then, that happened in Newcastle, and I lived in Sunderland. So even then, that was teasing me even more. So look, things are happening on television that are near to you, but it's still not where you live because that's shit. There was one episode of Spender set in Sunderland. Which was really good. I fucking loved Spender. I don't know if you Jimmy Neal, big nose, kind of. I'm Freddie Spender. The series 2. Episode 1 of Spender, right? Just to prove how hard a copper he was, right? Not like the Sweeney. He had a new police chief came in, and the new police chief, they didn't introduce who the new police chief was, so there was this guy who was bald and really hard looking, and he walked into the police station, and he started kicking off, and then he left and went to his car, and he went to one of the police cars, and Spender didn't know, so he kind of blanked this bloke, and saw this bloke go out, and try and get into one of the police cars, and it was the police chief, who'd been given the wrong set of keys, trying to get into this police car, and when Spender saw him, he went and wrestled him to the ground, and just said, "What do you think you're doing trying to get in that police car?" And he's kind of, "I'm your new chief, Spender." Ha ha ha. So obviously to set off this whole thing where the police chief would hate Spender, just because he had a long nose and he was Jimmy Neal. The very last episode of Spender was awesome because you never knew what Spender's name. You know what I'm talking about, Spender. Mid-90s Jimmy Neal detective series, ran for 2 series. Dick Cam and Ian LaFrenne, who had written loads of stuff like The Likely Lads and whatnot. And the very last closing shot was filmed using a helicopter, which on a BBC budget must have been the entire series worth of budget, in a helicopter, where he goes, Spender's basically got this mad friend who tries to climb up the Tyne Bridge. And he's climbing up the Tyne Bridge and it kind of pans back, and he's going, "It's me, it's Spender, you know, Freddie Spender." And I think, if anything, that was far better than the way Morse did it. Because Morse was kind of, you know, he's Freddie Spender as opposed to Morse, who's called, what is it? Endeavour?
Endeavour, yeah.
What a fucking stupid name. What was the starting point? Phoenix.
Yeah.
I've gone well off topic. Phoenix is a bird, but the idea is the phoenix rises from the ashes when it's died.
There you are, Stevens. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
It's no trouble.
Good. We've had a few complaints, Stevens, about your first week on the beat.
Right.
I think you know what they're about, don't you, Stevens?
Is it the beatings? Because I'm not very good at them. I mean, the other officers were going, just hit him, he's a gypsy. And I don't want to. I want to be a nice police officer.
Stevens, from the reports I've heard, you are remarkably good at the beatings, which is the worrying side of it. The other reports I've heard was that the officers were trying to restrain you from the beatings. And it's not just the beatings, Stevens, although they are a huge part of it. It's the victimisation, Stevens.
Not the bribes I take off the prostitutes.
The what?
The victimisation, yes, that, definitely that's not the other thing I just said.
The other thing, you mentioned a bribe?
I said the making a bride of a prostitute. As a community thing, I thought if I married the woman into a life of niceness, I'd make an honest woman of her.
Honest woman. Oh, well, that seems perfectly plausible. So, the thing I'm worried about is, it's Mrs. Collins. She's complained again.
Right.
She's complained that you've accused her of a rape.
I'm sorry, that wasn't the reaction I was meant to give.
Definitely wasn't, Stephen. This isn't funny.
No, it really isn't.
What do you have to say for yourself, Stevens? She came in here this morning.
Flashback to her coming in earlier this morning.
Excuse me.
Mrs. Collins again. You all right this time?
No, I do believe they have been raped.
Flash forward!
So not only did she accuse you of rape, she said she's been raped as well.
I gave her an option. Have to pay for the parking offence.
I see. Or a sexual attack. It's not the policy of the Metropolitan Police to offer a sexual attack in return for a £25 parking fine.
Flashback to the parking incident.
I'm sorry, I've already filled out the ticket, and I know technically as a police officer, this isn't even my job. You know, cuts and all that.
Well, what are my options?
You can either pay the fine, go on a speed, on a like a driving awareness course.
Or I can what?
You can take me back there and perform sexual acts upon my person.
Decisions.
Flash forward!
And you still had your helmet on.
Why are you here?
I just wanted to see if you're alright. That's why I came over and I said,
wouldn't I be?
you've just been studying for like 20 minutes, just looking.
I'm waiting for somebody to come and pick me up. There's some random wildlife here.
some weird wildlife.
Yeah.
And no people to pick you up. Did you ever watch that TV show?
Which one? I've seen lots.
Saved by the Bell.
I've seen lots.
I used to like that.
So did I.
And you know, sometimes I sit backwards on a chair. Like AC Slater did. Because I think that's cool. So, just putting that out there. Next time when I come along and ask you if you're alright,
Yeah.
maybe you won't be so aggressive. Just putting that out there.
Next time!
You alright?
Yes!
Good.
Did you bring a chair? Sorry. Did you... Oh.
Next time!
You ever seen Jungle Book?
Yeah, I've seen it a few times. I've read the book.
What that wolf called in Jungle Book? That wolf?
The wolf.
Yeah. Is it Arcala?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's
And I
Arcala.
know the red kite is called Rikai.
Rikai?
Oh, Riki. Depends on your pronunciation.
What's the correct pronunciation?
Rikai.
Rikai then.
That's why I said
That
it
tiger
first.
called Shere Khan as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and the snake.
Snake's called Car. The bear.
Baloo.
Correct.
Next time!
You alright?
Yeah.
You ever seen Lion King?
I've even seen the musical, but predominantly the film.
There's a ratio. What's the ratio of film to musical watchness? You've presented yourself.
What about 3D?
3D is another thing we could
I didn't see it in 3D.
So ratio 2D,
8. Oh.
theatre, which is technically 3D.
I would say 18 1-to-1.
So as a percentage, what's that?
Next time.
Mrs. Wilkins, I've been in surgery now for 5 hours and I'm sorry, your child has a weird face. We did... Sorry, I even took the mask down dramatically. You weren't listening.
Oh my god.
Next time!
Medical experiment.
Just straighten your back a bit. That's good. That's excellent. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Yep, lovely. Now, as far as you can. No, not very far. Oh, there we go.
Look, if you don't teach me how to play cricket, I'm never going to know. Dad!
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, you're having trouble at school again, are you? Is that what that face is all about? Here, go on, have another go. There you are. Tell you what, I'll throw both these apples up in the air this time and you can try it in mid-air. Right? 1, 2, 3.
I've got them both, Dad!
Yeah, they've both gone. Look over there through your grandma's window. Yeah.
You're gonna take the blame, aren't you? Because Grandma's horrid.
I'm not going to take the blame. I didn't do it, did I? Your dad's all over the bat.
Who's interrupted my Wheel of Fortune half an hour?
Oh, it was her mum, it was her mum.
I do believe I've been raped again.
Welcome to the news at 5 o'clock. This is the BBC. Hello?
Hiya! You alright?
Just come do your makeup.
Yeah, I miss you there.
But you're Norman.
Yeah.
Only job I can get at BBC.
Right.
That and cleaning shit up.
Washed your hands, no, didn't you?
Well, a bit.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, thank you.
You alright?
That looks alright, that.
We're rolling in 5.
What?
Yeah, knock it off now.
We're rolling in 4.
Right, do a good job now.
3, 2, 1, and cue Mr. Montague.
Hello, and welcome to the news at 5 on the BBC.
Bong.
There has been an invasion of northern common types into the BBC.
You want me?
Just.
You call me common?
No,
Did you call me common?
I called you Northern and her common.
Okay. But did you call him a type?
What?
I just read the news in received pronunciation.
Did you call me a type, you puffer?
Yeah, Derek, go on.
Get him!
Knock his head off.
You've never had a pie before, have you?
Give me pie! Pie!
That's proper food, that is.
Wait!
It lives in
Proper
you!
food, that is.
Oh, it's happening. Say something.
Oh no!
Look, a cat's forming.
Get me a pint of mild.
Now.
Don't spit in your hands!
Hi. Welcome to BBC, where everyone's related.
Forward. Welcome to the Battle of the Planets. Yeah, tonight. Planet. That's right.
That's right, nice one, Jeremy. Well, tonight we see Earth fight Uranus.
I can't wait for this, man. I can't wait. This has been the biggest build-up since, well, since Jupiter fought the moon, man. Since Jupiter fought the moon.
undefeated so far, but I've heard Uranus gets around and has had quite a lot of steam tubes, and you know what I mean?
It is enormous, unfortunately, and it does have an atmosphere, which, well, this whole place has got an atmosphere now. This whole place has got an atmosphere.
There's certainly something hanging in the air tonight, and I blame Uranus for that.
Well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. But now we need to see. We got Jupiter, one of Jupiter's moons on. He's going to do a bit of a talking head for us. And we got Titan on here. Titan, where's Titan? There we go. Where's Titan? Titan, there we go. Titan. Now, what do you got to say, Titan? What do you got to say for yourself about this wonderful match between the Earth and Uranus?
So let's just tweak the translator there.
Bring it on!
Yeah! Earth, hey, before this fight, got anything to say?
You suck!
Uranus sucks!
Oh, here we are, the big build-up. I haven't seen a matchup like this since the Royal Rumble when the entire solar system went over the top rope.
This is ludicrous, mine! Absolutely ludicrous!
I've never seen this sort of behavior in the galaxy before.
The Earth is going for the old trumpet middle finger routine.
Holding things at each other, I've never seen it. I thought they were using their gargantuan-sized planet sizes against each other to use body slam, but they're not even doing it, they're just miming.
Uranus just went for the Jack-in-a-Box bird, which is where you wind it up to present.
Oh, I haven't seen that since
But it's
then.
coming to blows now! Oh!
Their thrusts have cracked! There's magma all over the place, even though one's a gas giant.
Gravity just shits itself!
I made you tea, though.
She's lying.
It's cottage pie.
She's lying.
And there's absolutely no poison in it.
She's probably telling the truth.
Dig in.
I will, love. I'm glad we met for our common love of obscure Jimmy Nail references. That only half the audience got.
Try that bit.
What is it?
It's a bit of cottage pie, but it's a certain bit.
She's lying.
That bit.
That bit.
Try that bit first.
Right. How do you get it so moist?
It's alright, isn't it? Yeah. Try the middle bit.
Cottagey.
Try that egg bit over there.
Taste sensation!
It's really good. I can taste the nuclear brown you've put in it.
Oh.